Yes, guys, we're back, guys. We are back. We're back. Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there, all the military. Thank you guys so very much for serving our country, for giving us protection, doing what y'all guys do by serving us American people. Shout out to all the veterans that's out there. Some people that retired, some people that's not retiring. Shout out to you guys. You guys earn it. And also shout out to Jordan. New Jordan era. Yesterday was his birthday. Happy birthday for you.
Happy birthday.
So, guys, if y'all see Jordan tomorrow or y'all see him in the comments, whatever,
G5.
wish him more and more blessing. Happy birthday. Shout out to him. But like always, shout out to everybody that's pretty much watching us in on this lovely Tuesday morning. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Make sure you follow. So very important for you guys to follow us so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those right now watching us on Rumble and also X. Hey, you already know, TikTok, Bingo Live. Thank you guys so much for tuning in each and every time we go live. You already know what time it is. It is Tuesday. The lovely. Hey, Hakeem, I ain't gonna lie. It is Tuesday. Hakeem, what's cracking like it? What's cracking like it? What is cracking like
Cracker
it?
like it.
What's cracking
Man,
like it?
you already listen. You already know we back at it again, like we ain't never left.
Yep. And people probably now didn't realize, but Hakeem put something on the post during the weekend about how we hit 1 million.
1 million views, raw views, total views. No
That's
bots,
huge,
no buying views. This is 1 million. We are grinding, and we want to thank everybody for supporting CCR.
Yep.
We want to thank everybody who tunes in. We want to thank everybody who was with us from the beginning. Shout outs to John Smith, Joe Don't Hurt Him, Just Hear Me Out, Sophia Grace, man, it's a
Urban Noise, everybody,
Urban Noise.
man,
So
Fresh Down Florida, Kareem Stevie, Stephanie Watkins, all you guys, man.
All you guys. Y'all just a part of this journey.
Avengers, all you guys, man.
Then everything. So we just grinding and help us get to a point where we can make this a daily living. And we can take y'all with us. You know what I'm trying to say? So 1 million lifetime views.
Yeah, and that's huge. That's pretty much like a million people. That's pretty much like total 1 million people watching content. And we're gonna continue, guys, grind, guys. We're gonna continue to give you guys more and more pretty much news coverage and stuff like we normally do best. And first thing first, you already know we heading on to sports. Sports, here we go. We going on to sports. Because I know a lot of things happening right now. Even yesterday, man, I went to the Heat game yesterday, but the Heat did a tremendous job against the Cavaliers, but this is not what we're going to talk about. We're going over there to, you already know, Dallas, Texas, where we talk about the general manager. We talked about him before when, remember, he did a big trade, Hakeem, but the general manager, Nico Harrison, pretty much got let go from being in the Dallas Mavericks organization. And the reason being, they said a lack of leadership and not doing what he normally do best is making sure that the team pretty much secure a win. Right now, Dallas Mavericks is not doing good this season right now as the season started. But basketball season is a long season, but still they're not performing good. Remember, it was a big controversy when it came to Luka Doncic because now he's in the Lakers and you see how he's doing. Remember, he was overweight, Hakeem, but now when he was overweight, he was making 32 points a game. Yeah. Now that he's skinnier, he's making close to 40 points a game. Mm-hmm. Well, 8 assists and 8 rebounds, which put him in the category of pretty much winning the MVP for this year. So I feel bad for the guy getting let go, Hakeem. By the end of the day, he made a bad decision by letting Luka Doncic go. But Hakeem, what's your thoughts on they pretty much letting go of the general manager?
I honestly think this is going to be the worst move the Dallas Mavericks has made. I think Nico was looking at this from a business perspective, and he did what he thought was right. Imagine this. Luka was overweight. Luka wasn't trying to lose weight. He was drinking beer. So imagine this. He's the superstar, so there was lenient to a lot of things. He came in to shape things out. First off, too, our beloved, the ball handler, ain't he still injured?
Yeah.
So And then he got just drafted Cooper Flag over there.
That is correct.
Why should they be losing games? You losing games because you don't got the key players. I think Nico tried to do his best. He made the move. He got rid of Luka. Plus, remember, Luka was going to hit that max contract, so they had to save some money. If they didn't do that, they was going to have to pay Luka $352.
Yeah.
Whew. $352 broken down. You can go get your 3-star players.
Which is true. You make a good point. On a mathematical level, it makes total sense. But keeping in mind too, a lot of people was very, very upset when he made that Luka trade. So by him, like pretty much letting go, Luka really hurt the Dallas Maverick brand. And then on Stephen A. Smith, shout out to Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith pretty much did a recent. He did when this news broke earlier today. He talked about it. On first day he was talking about how Stephen A. Smith talked to Mark Cuban, and Mark Cuban said he would have never got rid of Luka because Luka pretty much was the face of the Dallas Mavericks.
That's all he was the face. Go check his injury reports. Go check his stats. Some games he was good. Some games he wasn't good. Luka is a good added player with other great players. He's not going to win a championship by himself. No disrespect to him.
But let's see, because the Lakers are very hot. The Lakers are very hot. And remember, they playing well without LeBron James. Keep that in mind.
They are, but they got other players on there we can't sneeze on who are dogs.
Which is Austin. What is Ariza?
Yeah,
they got some key players. You know what I'm saying? But still, he makes a big factor. Mm-hmm. Moving along to other trending news when it comes to sports. Hakeem, here we go. So this NBA star player, when I mean star, he used to be a star. He's no longer a star anymore, but now he's living. Sorry about that. He's now living in sorry about that. He's now living in the projects.
Oh man, Sebastian.
Yeah, you saw that. You saw Sebastian. He's not living. He's living in the project. Mind you, Hakeem, it happens every time. Sometimes NBA stars is up, but they also go down. Let's play that clip.
This is how you get your mail. This is how you get your mail. You ain't got no mail? We good. Can't come in here by yourself. Gotta sign a waiver to come in 2940. I'm gonna show y'all the inside. You hear? Let's go. This is a culture shock, but I ain't gonna lie, me coming back to the projects was a gift. It was a gift and a curse, but more of a gift, tell you the truth. I really wanted to show the world exactly how I'm living. Being in the project is all a mental thing also, you know what I'm saying? But shit is definitely real. This is the kitchen right here and shit. This shit get lit at, take care of yourself. My last pantry I had in my crib was a whole room size. You know what I'm saying? But right now, this is the pantry, you heard? Check out the amenities, man. Stainless steel appliances and all that. This is my office / closet room. Y'all might have seen this jersey right here. Y'all see this jersey right here? 1,000 pair off-whites and all that. Y'all already know I'm gonna stay fly. They're a little worn, so somebody got their ass bust when me wearing these. I don't know if y'all know, on COVID I lost my mom, and I lost my oldest brother, and the next year, God sent me twins, girl and boy. I'm gonna go say what's up to them. They sleep though. This is my twins' playroom right here. But most important was these right here. Make sure my kids read about me. Middle. Look, we ain't got no keys.
Hakeem, he moved back to the projects. You talk about this a lot. NBA stars pretty much up here and go down. Your thoughts on it?
For a lot of people who don't know, NFL and football stars, within 5 years, they all go broke.
Yep.
This is sad because Sebastian was the LeBron of his era. I want people to understand something. He was top-ranked shooter at the time. So, like ball handling, shooting, scores. He was that dude. It hurts to see him like that because God always give us opportunities for him to fall from grace. I do give him credit for still being a good dad, still keeping his head up. But the generational wealth he made is gone.
Yeah. And then also, if there is some NBA stars that do watch our content, even when we repost and stuff like that, make sure you invest your money. You know, this is not the money topic. We're not talking about money right now, but still, make sure you invest the money because, like Hakeem said, people that pretty much that's in the NBA career doesn't last long. So while you up, invest. People probably realize LeBron James invests his money since he was a young boy. Since he was like 18 when he got into NBA, he had that strong Nike deal. He doing other deals outside of Nike. That's how you keep your generational wealth. But a lot of these stars, remember when they get friends that use them, or family that use them, everybody that use them, and then now when you go pro, everybody disappears.
It disappear. And the thing about that is, like, another issue too is the kids. You're having all these children, you're getting divorced, you're losing your money through divorce and child support. Sean Kemp, who was with the Seattle Supersonics, most of his wealth was lost through child support. Through child support. He has a bunch of children.
That's the number one deleter right there.
You know what I'm trying to say? And a lot of other these guys lost their wealth through divorces, marrying the wrong person, not knowing who you're going to be with. You know what I mean? And you know, you like millions of dollars. We're talking about generational wealth. Generational wealth that should last you for the next 100 years. It's gone. He's back in a housing projects with his two twins. I feel bad for this man.
And also, when it also comes to sports too, everybody know NFL was on. Pretty much NFL was on Sunday. You know, prime time game. You know, Sunday night you had the Steelers versus the LA Chargers. Pretty much Steelers lost. Chargers won by 25-10. Hakeem, what's going on with Pittsburgh? But here, Mike Thompson, head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, speak on pretty much Rodgers' performance. Let's take a listen and watch. One second.
How would you assess Aaron's performance tonight? How would you?
You know, Mike Thompson is pretty much, he said straight up. Straight up. He's a straight up. He's a straight shooter. So Rodgers' performance on the Sunday night game, he only had a 161 yards and only one touchdown and two interceptions. See, like, remember Rodgers was going up close to 300 yards again. Now he seems like he's declining once again. So
he needs to retire. It's over. He needs to retire. It's done. It's over with. Like you got a Hall of Fame coach there. Like, this somebody who's won a Super Bowl. Like Mike Thompson's hand is tied. A lot of people don't know. Just because a coach is there, his word is not law. We also got to remember he has to answer to the GM and the managers and stuff like that. They're the one who make the drafts and say we're gonna put him in there. I don't know what favors they doing over there to keep Aaron Rodgers employed. It's time to retire, fam. It's not it. Get us a young boy in there.
Yeah, I agree. It's time for him to hit that big retirement. I'm with you on that one. I've been saying that since last year. Rodgers was done. Don't get me wrong. He is a Hall of Fame quarterback. He needs to do what like Peyton Manning's doing and also Tom Brady. Go and just do commentary and relax and live the rest of your days. You know, watching the young guys play. I think his time is up. Moving on to other trending news. Hakeem, if you didn't know, now you know now. So President Trump pretty much was also attending the game against the Lions versus the Commanders, which the Commanders lost and they got destroyed by the Detroit Lions. But also while President Trump was there, he was trying to pay tribute to the U.S. military because it was a home game. It was in Washington, D.C. So let's take a listen as the fans, Hakeem, boo President Trump. This is Trump we're talking about. Go back.
I am saying your name. You solemnly swear that I will support and defend
what's your thoughts on President Trump pretty much getting booed at the
Donnie T.
Commanders game?
Donnie T asked for this. He put this on himself. Donnie T. He asked for this. Donnie T. Oh my God! Look who's in the comments.
I did saw it too. Shout out to the beautiful Evelyn that's in the building. Also, Genesis at the dark. It's also
Genesis, I am, baby girl. Where you been at, sweetheart?
yeah, but yeah, yeah, they booed him.
Yeah,
They booed him.
listen. Donnie T has made life so insufferable. Who is not gonna not like his ass? It's a collect. Listen, the Democrats are going to win the office next year because of how hard it is. Listen, the last thing you should be messing with is them food stamps and the pantry runs. There ain't no more food at the pantry.
We got a lot of things to talk about when it comes to the money topic. When it comes to Donald Trump, and he did a recent interview on Fox News talking about the mortgage. But we're gonna talk about that pretty much next. But yeah, that's what's happening. That's why he's getting booed. People they're not like him when it's come to aspect of Trump. Trump is not favorable right now. He was never favorable in the first place. But across certain part of America, but other parts of America, he is favored. But getting booed at the Commander game, which is a home game, normally he gets cheered, but he got booed because people don't like how the world is running. But we're gonna talk about that actually on the money topic now. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all. We do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to the beautiful Evelyn Perez that's in the building. Shout out to Genesis I am. She always say, "Hey, sugar, smile. It looks good on you." That's our favorite slogan. Hey, Genesis, you need to make a shirt out of that, man. And she also say, "Gold Lions." Yeah, the Lions are playing extremely well. But Hakeem, you already know. Like I said, we're going to talk about pretty much. Let's go ahead. We're going to talk about money. Money makes the world go round, and money makes our pockets fat. So recently, Hakeem, Donald Trump over the weekend pretty much did an interview where he talked about mortgage rates for 50 years. He pretty much, the government's working on a 50-year mortgage plan at the Trump post compared to current long term. Because I can't even talk about that a lot, how housing is becoming more and more expensive. This generation are not buying home due to the fact of the mortgage rate. But Trump and the government are making up a way so American people could actually live an American dream by buying the mortgage rate. But 50 years, Hakeem, is crazy.
Crazy.
But that's what they're trying to do. Let's go ahead and play that clip.
Out of reach. And another thing that your administration is trying to tackle, many Americans, the average age of first-time home buyers are now up to age 40, which is sad. The country you and I grew up in.
I inherited that. Look, you have to understand.
Right, but let me get to the question, though, because your housing director has proposed something that has enraged your MAGA friends, which is this 50-year mortgage idea. So a significant MAGA backlash, calling it a giveaway to the banks and simply prolonging the time it would take for Americans to own a home outright. Is that really a good idea?
It's not even a big deal. I mean, you go from 40 to 50 years, and what it means is you pay something less from 30. That some people had a 40, and then now they have a 50. All it means is you pay less per month. You pay it over a longer period of time. It's not like a big factor. It might help a little bit. But the problem was that Biden did this. He increased the interest rates, and I have a lousy Fed person who's going to be gone.
Housing costs are
there you go, Hakeem. Look at he continue to blame Biden. He continue to blame the Federal Reserve, and also pretty much who's in charge right now. I forgot that guy's name. That pretty much I always give a weekly breakdown of the quarterly. I forgot his name right now. Target. But at the end of the day, Hakeem, what is your thought of the 50-year mortgage rate?
Worst idea I've ever heard. I can now finally say this is the most stupidest thing he can do. Common sense will tell you, yes, the longer it's the same thing with these car loans. Look at this for an example. Mm-hmm. The longer your payments is, yes, it's going to be cheaper in payments. But look what happens. Massive increase in interest. So on a 30-year mortgage, let's say it's $400,000. For 30 years, you might pay $438,000, $438. When on a 50-year, you're paying $800,000. It's going to take you nearly 40 years just to pay off that house. So double the interest. And it's going to take you longer to even build up equity on a 50-year mortgage. And you're going to have issues selling the house and refinancing. This is the worst, worst economical thing. I don't know even who's the economist at the damn house. An average dummy from Mississippi know that shit ain't good. Things happen. People pass away in the midst of this. Do you think you're going to be able to get one of those things where if you pay, it's going to pay off the mortgage? No, you're not.
Nobody gave people the opportunity to live an American dream because remember, some people want to be first-time home buyer, and like the pretty much the anchor was saying, the interview was saying, pretty much makes sense. Remember, people are not buying a home like they was in their 20s. They buy a home in the age of 40 and 50, first-time homes.
But that's it. But here's the thing: you're making it even harder to even own it. A 50-year mortgage.
I know, it's crazy.
Like, most people don't even make it past 40. We're lucky to even be this age.
So then go ahead and get a home, and then you'll make it up past 40. The government going to take the home back, which is the banks.
Right back. So what equity, what generational wealth you're building?
There is none.
They want you to own nothing. That's why they're doing this. He says it's not that bad. There's somebody who has billions of dollars who's never been broke their whole life.
Correct. It's not bad for him, but for the regular American person, it is bad. But
only a goofy will sign up for some shit like that.
Yeah, I won't do that. I don't believe in the 50-year mortgage, but they do give people an opportunity to go ahead and to buy a home. And not only that, but in other news too, Trump also talked about the aspect of the economy. In this interview, he talks about the economy and also about the how we're going to get the interest rate down. Because remember, that's a big thing. Remember, he was talking about. Remember, a lot of people voted me in, like myself, due to the fact of bringing the economy where it needs to be.
Saying they're anxious about the economy. Why are they saying that?
I don't know that they are saying. I think polls are fake. We have the greatest economy we've ever had. We will have over $20 trillion come into our economy, and it's largely because of my election, but it's also largely because of tariffs. Even the tariff thing, it's such a disgrace. I'm watching them saying, well, no money would have to be paid back because it's not that much. It's trillions and trillions of dollars would have to be paid back.
If the Supreme Court rules against the tariffs.
It would be a disaster for our country. Now, will I do something? I'll figure something out because I do. That's what I do in life. I figure things out. But it's so... President Xi was willing to do the rare earth thing, that's magnets. Now, nobody knows what a magnet is. If you don't have a magnet, you don't make a car. You don't make a computer. You don't make televisions and radios and all the other things. You don't make anything. It's a 30-year effort to monopolize a very important thing. Now, within 2 years, we'll have magnets, all the magnets we want, but we don't. Because of tariffs, I called. I said, listen, here's the story. You're going to play the magnet. I'm going to play the tariff on you. And for national security purposes, I raised the tariff by 100% over and above what they were paying, which was 55. So he was at 155%. Within 10 minutes, I got a call. We'd like to meet. And we settled it out. And we made a wonderful deal, great deal for our country.
People saying they're anxious about the economy.
Your thoughts on that? I'm trying to find a way to bring the interest rate down for the American people. And all of that, keeping in mind, too, he's also trying to implement with the terrorists pretty much like a check, like a $2,000 check as if the economy goes the way it needs to go. Your thoughts?
Now, with that, there is some points on that I do support because a lot of these countries are not paying fair. We are being overcharged for some stuff, but we have to get it in a way where it just balances out. Things are expensive now, but it would make sense if the pay was going up and we can afford these things. So if your check is like $2,000-$3,000 and you're not going to cry over a $50 steak. You know what I mean? Or if you hear this car costs $70,000 is the new $30,000.
Yeah.
Paying $800 a month for a car note, that's typical now. But the money has to match. So him doing the tariffs, I'm not gonna lie to you. From a standpoint, I do see how these countries are getting over. We're buying stuff, building their economies, and we're not making the money. So I do, on that aspect, I do understand that him have to do that. But I figured out he's gonna figure that out. and we do need to tax these people because the biggest leverage we got is that we're spenders. And if you want the American buyers, you're going to have to pay for it.
Yeah, I agree. I would say you do make sense on certain things because certain stuff that a lot of these companies was getting away with, and when they came to America, they would give America a high tax when it comes to the tariff. So he was trying to make it better for the American people so we could get money coming in, bring businesses back. That's one of his goals that he would preach about in the campaign. Now, Hakeem, he did speak about on this last clip when it comes to money. He did speak to the aspect on how things are expensive and his solution of fixing it. Let's listen in.
Affordability issue today and for the last several months. Eggs, gas, a dinner cost for Thanksgiving way down, but other things, as you noted, have gone up. Beef, coffee, auto repairs. Is this a voter perception issue of the economy, or is there more that needs to be done by Republicans on Capitol Hill or done in terms of policy?
More than anything else, it's a con job by the Democrats. They're saying, they just have to say, they put out something, say today costs are up. They feed it to the anchors of ABC, CBS, and NBC, and a lot of other, and CNN, and et cetera. And it's like a standard. I'll never forget they had used a word like manufactured. Do you remember the word manufactured? It's a manufactured economy. Nobody uses that word. Every anchor broke the manufactured. They do exactly what they say. It's such a rigged system. So are you ready? Costs are way down. Gasoline is going to be hitting $2 pretty soon, or around $2. Gasoline is at $2.70 now, and it was at $4.50 under Biden, under Sleepy Joe. When gasoline comes down, when energy comes down, and everybody agrees energy's down, we're drill baby drill. We're going like wild. We produce more gasoline, oil and gas in the last month than we ever have before, by far. And we're going to also end up filling up the national strategic reserves, which were taken out by Biden in order to try and win an election. Didn't work out too well. They tapped in. That's supposed to be for war, for national emergency, not to get.
So are you saying that voters are misperceiving how they feel, or?
So when I took over, you remember?
Because you said Biden did that too, because he was saying things were great, but things weren't great.
It's synonymous, Biden and Kamala, because you didn't know who the hell was campaigning. I mean, it got to a point. So I was up by 20 points on Biden or some crazy number. And they said, all right, let's get him out. We'll put a new one. This never happened to anybody. All of a sudden, I have somebody new. And they had the 6-week honeymoon, which was standard in the world of politics. You get a little honeymoon. And she had a little honeymoon, but then eventually people got to know her, too. And then they had the 60 Minutes catastrophe where they, changed her answer.
The economy was...
There you go, Hakeem. It seems like he's continuing to find somebody to blame. But he said the economy is the best that ever been before. Hakeem, can you agree upon it? I don't know where
I do agree that the gas is going down, but other prices are up. But
Hakeem, where the gas going at? So I could go there, man. Tell me where the gas going at.
But you see, I put premium in my car. I don't know about any other buddy. You know what I'm saying? Don't you put premium? So we spending the money.
Thank you.
Yeah, we spending the money. But here's the thing I want to point out, that I don't want people to blame Donald Trump for what's going on, because there's a point he has. It's just that we're just feeling the effects of it that he's trying to do.
Yeah.
From the inception, we've been buying imports, our food, our machines, everything. So when you rely so much on that, yes, it's cheap. It's going to be important. Like, we have to start wearing off dependence on that. So tariffs is going to make it high because all this stuff coming from out the country. Most other countries don't import like we import. Yeah. So they don't pay those type of prices.
That is correct.
So, you know what I mean? So this is the point he's trying to rectify. He wants everything to be built here because we the economy that keep other economies up. Like Canada relies on us because we pay. They feed us energy, timber, and stuff. If we start doing that and we don't get them, they'll collapse in no time. So I do understand that. It's just right now we're going to suffer a little bit with the prices.
And the only reason why we'll focus so much on the money topic, because this deals with our money. This deals with everyday American people when it comes to money, finance, groceries. People say groceries is timidly high, especially when we head into the holiday season. But people feel to realize every time we head to the holiday season, groceries always end up high. So you've been working in the grocery industry. you know, they'll tell you groceries is prices tend to go up, and then around the summertime prices be down. That's just how the grocery industries is. The gas is Hakeem. Like I say, if you can tell me where the cheap gas at, I'll let you know. But it's probably up there up north where it's cheap at. But most of the garbage I see down, especially in Miami, is like 321, 329.
Yeah.
And you know, you already know Plus and Premium. That's where the money. That's what people
basically
have nice cars. But then you don't know, and also the cost of groceries. But Trump said he's working on something. But let's see how things do. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to Jordan. Dude, Jordan Era. Yesterday was his birthday. Blessings and many blessings upon him. He's enjoying his birthday pretty much yesterday and also today. But shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. Moving along to hip hop. So Hakeem, Tekashi 69 give Neo advance about the rap industry. Let's take a watch on this one. And the only reason why I'm talking about this one, because you know there's a lot of idols out there that's trying to get in the industry, and pretty much Tekashi breaks you down.
This is real. This is the real. Same guy. You see all your favorite rappers, how they're like dead because they want to be too tough. They want to be too gangster. Please, no, I'm cool. They're dead. Look what happened to Top 5. He wants to be the biggest gangster in the world. They literally.
I don't want to be a gangster though.
But just you don't have to apologize to no one. These guys. All right, call Top 5 right now. Tell them to send you $5 grand. Be like, yo, I need to fund this stream. I'll pay you back. Send me $5 grand right now. I bet you, see if he'll do it. Text little TJ. Text anyone. Be like, yo, can you hold me 10,000 till 1 week, please? See if they'll do it. These guys are not really your friends. Stop trying to be cool with people that don't. You know what I mean? It's cool to have relationships. That's fine, but don't apologize to people. You're better than that. Come on, let's go back. Let's eat some food.
Wow.
Yeah. I feel like a loser.
No. You're a great guy. Bro, you're already winning in life.
I can't even talk on that. I told people Tekashi just not, even though he got his ways, but he kept it 100. But go ahead.
No, he did keep it. You know I'm going to be real with you. You've known my stance on Tekashi. I love him. I don't care what nobody says about him. When he was at his height, he was in DR passing money out to poor black Haitians. I'm sorry. I'm not going to hate somebody who I know in his heart is a good person. What he just showed is testament. That's Danny. That's not Tekashi. When he was talking to Neo, that was Danny. Because what Danny does, a lot of these goofy ass rappers won't do.
Yeah.
Danny ain't never hurt no poor or called nobody no N-word. I think he's generally a nice guy. I've never even seen him.
He just trolls on the internet. He's like another Soldier Boy. He do stuff to get to go viral. But Tekashi, like I'm gonna give the man credit. When the man give out good advice, he give out great advice.
He good advice, and he just said that. He said those are not your friends. Yeah. And I got nothing but love for him.
Aiden, you know, who is Charleston White told that to Aiden Ross too. You kept sounding like people that you hang around with, they ain't your friends, homie. Like you gotta be aware. Even though they invite you to certain thing, if they push come to shove, they're gonna talk crap about you. And Charleston White is right, and Tekashi is right. Those guys ain't your friend.
They're not your friend.
Moving on to other trending news when it comes to hip hop, I can't. So YFN Lucci pretty much go in on Tekashi 69 too as well. Let's listen in, and you know Tekashi, he loves when people mix in because he gonna respond. But let's watch the video and then where we Tekashi 69 respond to.
Wow. Well, how much politics went into you squashing your beef with
It wasn't too much. It was at me, Savage, and him.
That's it.
And we worked it out.
No way.
Little dude 6ix9ine was on a podcast with Vlad, and he basically said he don't buy it. There's too much like exactly. But the Tekashi 69, right? He's that.
I never heard of him.
Right, exactly.
We appreciate you. Not even.
I say never heard
how much
of
politics went into you squashing your beef with?
He said, I guess you never heard of them shooting at your mom either.
No way.
Little dude 6ix9ine was on.
King, your thoughts on that? Tekashi 6ix9ine. Pretty much them two going out of that. He never heard of Tekashi 6ix9ine, and Tekashi 6ix9ine talking about his pretty much people trying to shoot at his mom and stuff like that. Go ahead.
Like, I like YFN Lucci, but you cannot say, like, Tekashi's a bigger artist than you. Tekashi gets millions of more streams than him.
He do. Way
like,
more.
like I want YFN Lucci to understand. Not everybody's a thug that listens to your music.
Yeah.
Not everybody's a gang member. We don't care about summer homes, Summer Hill, shootouts, gambling spots. We want good music. So Tekashi has a right to have an opinion about stuff. So you to say you don't know somebody who's way bigger than you, I could play Fifi right now and it'll go off Tata or whatever. So it's just, to hear that just sounds wild.
Yeah, it is wild, but he just doing that because he knew Tekashi 6ix9ine was gonna respond and troll to him and get him in the algorithm, which he did. So good job on his play. Last album when it comes to hip hop, Hakeem, this one is big. So Outkast get inducted into Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I'm sorry,
finally.
Let's
listen as they celebrate and are excited about getting inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Main Street, we love all y'all, and I want to say special to my brother right here, man. Thank you for making me be the best I can be, man, and going toe-to-toe on the records and iron sharpen iron just to be the best, man. Ain't nothing but pressure. Love you, man. Love you.
One thing that Jack said, man, Jack, he's one of my favorites. Thank y'all for putting us in great company. But one thing they said something about when I heard that we were being inducted, I was like, man, this is great because we'll be able to, be in the same company with a lot of people we grew up with, a lot of bands that influenced us, a whole lineage of people.
Grand Street, we love all y'all, and I want to say special to my brother right here, man. Thank you for making me be the best I can be, man, and going toe-to-toe on the records and iron sharpen iron just to be the best, man. Ain't nothing but pressure. Love you, man. Love you. Long live Uncle Marvin.
Hakeem, your thoughts on that? Finally.
Took too goddamn long.
It did. Finally.
Took too goddamn long.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Your thoughts on that? That's a big moment for them. Finally.
I remember buying Southern Playalistic Cala. Me and you, your mama and your cousin too.
Yes.
Rolling on a step phone. Coming up, slamming Cadillac. There are a cultural fixture in our life. No matter where you at in the United States, you heard of Outkast, you heard their records, you heard of Big Boy, you heard of Dungeon Family. This was too long. They should have been inducted years ago. They deserve their flowers. Shout outs to Outkast, Dungeon Family, ATL Shorty.
Yes. Shout out to Outkast. Shout out to I'm excited. I love it. Hakeem, I love it. I love it. I love it. Finally. I keep saying finally. They got it done to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Remember, my favorite part of the Outkast storytellers. Every time, every storyteller with like the Muffets and how they tell a story. And also, sorry, Miss Jackson. Like all these classics.
Yeah.
Them guys worked hard, extremely hard, and that will show you that you never give up on your dream and
never
push it through. That's why it was such an emotional moment. We had to talk about this on KR Culture Radio. One of these days, hopefully, I can meet them in real life, shake their hand. Them guys were very impactful, especially for me in my life. You saw the music they will put out. It will always tell a story. That's why people fail to realize that's what artistry is all about. If people want to know what artistry is about, listen to Outkast because they always tell a story. Always tell a story. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Hakeem, you already know what we're going to talk about. Main topic of today's show. Finally, senators reach a deal. Oh, give me 1 second. Finally reach a deal of pretty much ending after 40 days. Look, 40 days and 40 nights. of the government shutdown and secure and snap funding throughout next year. They finally, Hakeem, in the government shutdown. However, Bernie Sanders, we got some clips that we got to show before we talk about that. But Hakeem, finally, they end the government shutdown. So let's talk. Let's watch some videos. And we got Bernie Sanders going in, and he wasn't too happy.
After a nearly 6-week stalemate on Capitol Hill, the staring contest between Republicans and Democrats is almost over.
The bill as amended is passed.
The Senate passing a measure overnight to reopen the government and provide full funding through the end of January. The measure now goes to the House, which is scrambling back members who haven't been in Washington since the end of September. The bill receiving an endorsement from President Trump.
We're going to be opening up our country.
Its passage in the Senate was not easy, skating by with the 60 votes necessary. Most Democrats voting no, angry their party didn't fight for more on health care, warning premiums are set to go up.
Look, I think it was a terrible, terrible vote at a time when we have a broken health care system.
Now, some blaming Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer and a group of House members calling for him to step down. And President Trump taking a victory lap.
He thought he could break the Republicans, and the Republicans broke him.
Schumer blaming the GOP.
Republicans had their chance to fix this, and they blew it.
And the moderates who brokered the deal arguing it was the best option. Was it worth it?
We crystallized the fight about health care for the American people.
But the House Republican leader not making any promises on a future health care vote.
I'm not committing to it or not committing to it. What I'm saying is that we do a deliberative process.
The end of the shutdown means relief for millions of Americans. Federal workers will soon get back pay, and those laid off during the shutdown will get their jobs back. SNAP benefit recipients will eventually get their funding back after weeks of receiving a fraction of what they're entitled to.
All right, so Ryan, the end is in sight here. Walk us through next steps in terms of a timeline here.
Yeah, Craig, there's still a lot of work to do. The House is expected to vote on the bill tomorrow, and leadership is confident the votes will be there to pass the measure. But House Democrats are encouraging their members to vote no, and Republicans can only afford to lose 2 votes. Now, if it passes, it could be signed as early as tomorrow night by President Trump, who has indicated that he will do so. As for those Obamacare subsidies, though, Republican Senate Majority Leader John Thune promised a vote on it by the second week of December. But it's not clear that it has the support to pass both GOP-controlled chambers of Congress, so those subsidies are still very much up in the air. Craig?
All right, Ryan Noble.
And let's go to Bernie Sanders' comment on that aspect. Give me 1 second.
Tonight, what this Senate is about to do is make a horrific situation even worse. So let's be clear what this vote is about. If this vote succeeds, over 20 million Americans are going to see at least a doubling in their premiums in the Affordable Care Act. And my friends, know what you are voting on. Studies are out there that when you throw 15 million people off health care, some 50,000 of our fellow Americans will die unnecessarily every single year. Anyone think that's funny? Something to laugh at? Something to just go past? I don't. Tonight,
8 Democrats voted with the Republicans to allow them to go forward on this continuing resolution. And to my mind, this was a very, very bad vote. What it does, first of all, is it raises health care premiums for over 20 million Americans by doubling, and in some cases tripling or quadrupling. People can't afford that when we are already paying the highest prices in the world for health care. Number 2, it paves the way for 15 million people to be thrown off of Medicaid in the Affordable Care Act. Studies show that will mean that some 50,000 Americans will die every year unnecessarily. And all of that was done to give $1 trillion in tax breaks to the 1%. As everybody knows, just on Tuesday, we had an election all over this country. And what the election showed is that the American people want us to stand up to Trumpism. to his war against working class people, to his authoritarianism. That is what the American people wanted, but tonight, that is not what happened. So we've got to go forward, do the best that we can to try to protect working class people, to make sure that the United States not only does not throw people off of health care, but ends the absurdity of being the only major country on earth that doesn't guarantee health care to all people. We got a lot of work to do. But to be honest with you, tonight was not a good night.
Hakeem, your thoughts by hearing about the senators pretty much passing to end the government shutdown, and also Bernie Sanders going in on Democrat, pretty much voting, yes, let's open the government back up, even though he afraid that it's going to hurt the Affordable Care Act. Go ahead, your thoughts.
He's correct, though. Like, I could be transparent and say this: I'm on Obamacare. You feel me? So, if the premiums do go up, then it means that I'm gonna have to find another option. You know what I'm trying to say, and to understand that. So we just got to see how this goes. But this is politics, and everybody gonna get affected.
No, but let's be honest here. When it comes to the aspect of the Affordable Health Care, Health Act, excuse me, and it's supposed to be ain't you supposed to get like your medical insurance through your employers anyway?
Yeah,
that's probably why they want to limit. That's probably why their main aspect is to eliminate it, because they want to make it easier for the employers to be able to afford some of these people medical expenses. Now, for the people that's not working, that cannot work, like veterans and stuff like that, or people that just having like hard time, there should be a way for them to find a loophole so they can be able to afford what they need to be able to afford. Because you already know the medical is very, very expensive. Everybody can agree to that. It's hard, and it's sometimes it even causes people to even find a way to quit the aspect of medical insurance, health insurance. So they need to make it. They need to make it more and more affordable. So if Obamacare ain't working, find something that do work that can be affordable for the American people. But at the end of the day, we spoke about this last time. They did have to get the government open. They had to.
Yeah.
You can say right now, a lot of these airports are doing major delay. Hakeem, it is terrible. They had to open up the government somehow. They waited way too long, especially in the holiday season. And keep in mind, the government won't be fully open till after the holiday, which is in January. So when they finally do open, Hakeem, the airport is going to be flooded with people. Flooded. So hopefully everything gets passed, and they find a way to fix the Affordable Health Act. To me, that makes it affordable for American people. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Hakeem, we got a lot of things to cover, a lot of things to talk about. Well, first thing first, because we were talking about politics, let's go ahead to New York City, where we already knew that was going to happen. Rudy Giuliani got pwned by President Trump. Remember the whole aspect of the 2020 election?
Yeah.
When they found out that everything was fake and this and that. We knew that was coming. So Rudy Giuliani got pwned by President Trump. But yet he have not yet pardoned P. Diddy. Your thoughts on that, Rudy Giuliani getting pardoned, Hakeem, by his friend, the President Donald J. Trump?
Loyalty. Hey, you ain't think he's gonna look out for somebody who's been gun-ho riding out with him?
Thank you.
Trump
rewards loyalty.
Campaign.
Thank you. So we already knew what time it was. So to me, this is no shocker. I just want our audience to see that Rudy Giuliani don't have anything to worry about. And also, I came, and also in other news too as well, trending news. You already know about Max B. He's out. Max B is out.
I know that you love me.
And Max B out. By him being out, he proposed to his long-term girlfriend. Let's take a watch as he pretty much proposed to her on I think it was on Sunday dinner.
Yeah,
Sunday dinner, I believe so. Because Max B was going to the games. He was out there in basketball game. He was doing a lot when he came out. His first 24 hours out. And now he proposed to a long-term girlfriend. 20 years, Hakeem. She waited for him for 20 years.
Oh, wow.
Let's wait. Let's listen. Got the ring for us. Look at that. Oh, man. Say I do. Hakeem, your thoughts on Max B pretty much proposed to a long-term girlfriend? And
He
also
did the right thing.
Him being out. Go ahead.
He did the right thing. He held it down. Max took his time like a man and wrote it out. I feel like I know a little bit about the story.
Go ahead.
Max wasn't physically there. All it was that his name was on the hotel room. So it really was certain. So he caught 75 just off of that. Him and his stepbrother Pooh Sims. Pooh Sims caught a life sentence. The other girl caught 15 because Pooh is the actual one who. But he's out. He did an appeal. Shout outs to French Montana. French Montana was there to greet him.
Mm-hmm.
Shout outs to French Montana, who was financially supporting him throughout the years, and shout outs to everybody else who was supporting him. It's just happy to see him home, see him hug his family, seeing him propose to the woman who held him down for 15 years.
Yeah. But to me, why he didn't marry her while he was in jail? Well, he probably thought he wasn't going to be able to get out.
Yeah. You know what I mean? 75, you never know you was going to come out. And when they start to see this was coming, he's like, hey, but a woman devotion, that was a real woman.
And also over the weekend, Hakeem, because it was during the weekend. Weekend had a lot of stuff going on. Ron Wade was also arrested in Atlanta again. They say pretty much for gun possession, and also because he's not supposed to have a gun. I don't know why he just don't. Hakeem, break it down to me. Why don't he just get bodyguards? But before you give me your breakdown on of course, pretty much Ron Wade, him being arrested in Atlanta, and these other charges once again. And remember, keeping in mind, he got a tour coming in December. So these are the charges once again in Atlanta. This guy ain't gonna get it till he's in prison. But also he did this while he was on trolling, pretty much telling people that he was out. But, get everything. Yeah, sorry, can't play this song for the copyright track. But go ahead, Hakeem, your thoughts on Ron Wade pretty much being arrested in Atlanta over the weekend, and also him shining in gold teeth, letting people know in diamonds that he was out.
Yeah. Sometimes when people get money, it amplifies who they are. He's ignorant. I love him. I love his music, but I don't know nobody with that much money to try to perpetuate to be a gangster. You don't need a pistol. You a singing guy. You're not a gang member. You sing, fam. We love your music. Why are you getting caught up with pistols? Nobody don't even look at you to think that we're going to run down on Rod Wave. Who's doing that?
He a big dude. I don't know. It's just I don't know. I don't know why he does it. To me, I just say get bodyguards. I don't understand that. And what recently this year too, he had another situation. Remember, it was like a shootout. Like I don't know what be going on with him. Like
basically,
know. And he just like Kodak, he's up, but he won't stay up. It's like he want to find a way to stay down. I understand sometimes it's the pressure of the music industry, it's the pressure of touring, it's the pressure of not living a certain life that you used to live. But man, you up. But I can once again, it's good for the album. So at the end of the day, the women love him. You can see in the comments, the women love him. People love him. I listen to him. I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking about going to this concert in Miami. They'll close to the end of December. I'm thinking about it. The end of December or the beginning of December. One of them. I'm thinking about it. But he's a talented artist, but he's making so much mistake. Oh, Hakeem, and also Hakeem. Also, when it comes to trending news, Hakeem. So I don't know if you heard about this TikToker influencer. Pretty much had to pay a settlement.
Brene.
Oh, so you know about her.
I've been following.
So you actually knows about it. It's a messy situation. So pretty much a popular TikTok influencer ordered to pay $1.75 million after the judge found her guilty of libel of criminal conversation and allegiance of affection. So pretty much, and is it North Carolina?
Yeah, North Carolina.
That you can't pretty much talk to someone's husband. They can
No, you can't.
sue you for that.
They're very, very strict about that.
I thought they got that everywhere. And so it's only certain states that have that. So they can actually sue you for that. But let's listen in as they made the verdict on that one.
$1 million cheer coming just moments after court was adjourned. Akira Montague embraced her attorney, Robinetta Jones, as dozens of supporters yelled from the sidelines. Akira Montague's lawsuit, filed in Durham County Court, accuses Brene Montague, an influencer with nearly 3 million followers on TikTok, of seducing and having an affair with her then husband, Tim. That affair then turning to marriage when Brene and Tim wed. In the suit, Akira Montague claimed Brene used her online influence as a weapon. The affair also caused damage to her health and deprived her kids of a two-parent household.
And it was nothing but lies.
Brene Montague, who represented herself in court, slammed the verdict, saying Akira Montague knew her marriage was over and allowed the affair.
She gave her consent. She said it was okay because she knew her marriage was over with and it was done.
But the jury that didn't agree, awarding Akira Montague the $1.75 million after more than 700 pieces of evidence were presented in court, including some of Brene's own TikToks and texts. The case hinged on two rarely used laws, including alienation of affection.
It can be very hard to prove, and the reason is because it's hard to find a point in a relationship where the relationship necessarily started to go bad.
But in these videos and in the court testimony, the jury found that point, leaving Brene Montague with a hefty bill and no answer on how she'll pay.
I don't know, but she'll probably never see it.
Go ahead, Hakeem. Your thoughts on that? Yeah, and that is a big bill for her to pay. Because I don't know how much you get paid on TikTok, even though she got 3 million followers.
She got 3 million followers. They're not really making. So I want you to look at what she said. I want you to look at their last name. Don't you know that they got the same last name?
Yeah, they do.
Okay, so she married the guy, but also too, her ex-husband is the cousin of this girl's husband. Her Renee, her ex-husband is related to the girl husband who she took, and she used to be best friends with that girl. It's Sodom and Gomorrah all over again. Pay the money, girl. You was nasty. Pay the money.
Yeah, because I don't think she got the money, Hakeem. That's the thing. Remember, that's $1.7 million.
Man,
I don't know how much you get paid. I don't know how much these TikTokers really get paid, because a lot of people say that their algorithm is different, so that's why their pay is different too as well. So she don't make that type of money. So unless she does something else outside of TikTok, then she'll be able to pay. But that's a lot of money. And you know, I think Hakeem, she might use this as leverage. She might just file for bankruptcy.
Mm-hmm.
Then she will never have to pay. But to me, that's crazy story. But Hakeem, do you follow her on TikTok though?
No, I don't. It just come on my feed.
Really? You got to say it to me. I'm interested. I'm curious. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board: Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Make sure you follow. It's so very important for you guys to follow so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those right now watching us on Rumble and also X. Shout out to those who are also watching us on Bingo Live and also TikTok. See, look, we on TikTok too. Shout out to you guys, man. It was so very, very important for you guys. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, and hit that notification bell so you never miss it when we go live. And not only that, but those right now watching us on Bingo Live and also TikTok, make sure you follow us. So important for you guys to follow us so you won't miss us when we go live. Guys, also very important, go to KL Culture Radio description, in the description where we have the KL Culture Radio store. It's also pinned on top of the chat. So you guys watching us on Bingo Live and TikTok, make your way over to KL Culture Radio on YouTube. Click the description. You will see our merch, where we have our merch, where we have the hat, the t-shirt, the coffee mug, you name it. It's all in the KL Culture Radio store. Also, guys, it's so very important. Go to KL Culture Radio community post, where we live, important information that us hitting that 1 million raw views. Can't stress it enough. And also President King book, Raising King, and also Black Love, and also his album that's out now from Broadway Fat. And also you working on the other album is done, but it'll be released on December 12th.
On my birthday, The Ghettos for Lovers.
Yes. And also, guys, before we leave you guys, I want to leave you guys with this. I promise that President Trump made when he came like I can't think of the concept of getting a 2,000
things we're going to do. We're going to issue a dividend to our middle income people and lower income people of about $2,000.
That'll help.
And we're going to use the remaining tariffs to lower our debt. We're going to be lowering our debt, which is a national security thing. So we're doing a lot of good work. And the numbers were reported so incorrectly. The real numbers are trillions of dollars have been taken in or gotten in terms of investment from the tariffs. And so if that were ever reversed, it would be a disaster. Frankly, it would be a national security problem for our country. One of the things we're going to do, we're going to issue.
Your thoughts before we head up and out of here? You think this is a $2,000 check coming?
Hey, if that $2,000 check coming, we're going to Colombia.
Suavemente. Also, like you said, suave. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KL Culture Radio.